Okay, we are live. Today we got a very special guest in town. Go ahead and introduce yourself, buddy.
I am the one and only Panty Tran
The
in
goat.
town. Yeah.
So basically, what we're
So
gonna be going over today is gonna talk about the All Star game. Why it was bad. Why it was good. Good things, bad things. um, and then we might talk about how we think the teams are gonna do after the All Star break. My fault. Technical difficulties. Um, yeah, so we're gonna be talking about how teams are gonna do after the All Star break and how they're looking moving forward. So let's get started on the All Star weekend. Let's start with All Star Saturday, cause I think All Star Saturday was a complete flop.
yeah. Um, I mean the 3-point contest wasn't bad. Can't really mess that up. Uh, it was just like better shooters.
Yeah, there was a lot of low
Uh,
scores.
I don't know why Clay hasn't been in it since 2016. Doesn't make sense. Um, my opinion, if you won it last year, run it back, which Dame did. I think Steph should have been in it because it's in the Bay Area. You know, three
Right?
point king. Like,
I guess that's why Buddy Hield did it, but at the same time, it should have been both of them. Like that's
yeah.
those are two really good shooters. Steph would have brought a lot of more eyes to that too.
Oh yeah.
They also
Hundred
canceled
percent.
the Steph versus Ionescu, Sabrina thing this year because they're gonna do it again, and then they canceled
Were
it.
they?
Yeah, they canceled it.
Oh, because they were gonna have like duos. It's gonna be her and Caitlin Clark, and then him and Clay.
Yeah, but we didn't get to see that. Unfortunately, I feel like it would have been cool. Uh, the skills contest, or I think that's what it's called.
That was on Friday. No.
It was extremely boring. I think it was funny what Chris Paul and Wemby did. They got disqualified for just throwing the balls up, and
Yeah,
everybody
that's
was
how they
booing because that's not what they want to see. They want to see people try to be competitive and like get things done, not just like cruise through it, not giving a fuck. So, yeah, the
Yeah.
skills competition I feel like it's been boring for a while. I feel like the first time that they did this like new skills competition, which was in I think 2021, I'm pretty sure, when the Cavs won it again, that one was cool. I like that one. That one was fun because they introduced like multiple like teams and stuff. That was cool, but now it's just getting a little bit old. It's just a little bit boring, in my opinion. I think they need to do something about it.
No, they've always done the skills challenge.
No,
No.
I know, but they in
Oh.
2021 it was the first time they did like teams, like it was multiple people doing the skills.
Mm.
So it was like
Yeah.
the Cavs, the rookies, like other people. Um, but now that's kind of getting old. It was cool to see it. It was refreshing the first time, but now it's like 4 years later, and it's like it's just the same old skills contest that nobody really cares about. The dunk contest. Oh my god, it has been absolute stinkers.
What a joke. You know who wasn't a joke?
M-
Stephon Castle and Mac Plunk.
Stephon Castle and Matt McClung put on a show, but dude, multiple years that the dunk contest is just ass. It's just ass.
Yeah.
Like everybody's missing dunks now. Like I remember, like people would rarely mess up, and then now just people are just rim stuffing themselves like it's nothing. It happens all the time.
Yeah. Um, I don't understand how you can get a 40 for not even making a dunk. Like
Exactly. Doesn't
that
make
should
any sense.
be disqualification for that whole round. Big fat zero.
Zero. Zilch. The judges have been bad for
Terrible.
forever, bro. Like they've been bad.
Terrible.
Like I don't know how they. I don't think there's a fix for judges. It's just I don't think there is, but it's
Just
just
take right.
they
Simple
be
as that.
riding. I can't lie. It's just not the move.
It's just no. No,
No.
not the move at all. Personally, I listen. I love the Bay Area guys. Barron. Um, who else was up there? I know there was more people up there, but anyway, shout out my Bay Area guys. Uh, gotta do better.
Got to do better.
Listen,
I
I
completely
know Mac
agree.
McClung jumped over a car, all that. Listen, he deserved those 50s. But some of these guys were getting like 50s and 49s. Like, let's drop it a little bit. Give him like a
Be
47. Throw some
realistic here,
hate.
bro. The bar has to be higher. The bar has to
Yeah.
be higher for a 50 dunk. Like Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon type of dunks. I think the best
Mm.
dunk contest out of the last 6 years was the one that Donovan Mitchell won. I think since then it's been pretty average.
2018.
Yes. Yeah, 2018. That one was a good one. And then
The stars need to come out.
that's what I'm
It's simple
saying.
as that.
No
Nobody
one's gonna
wants
watch it. Like nobody knows these people, bro. Andre Jackson Jr. He's
Respectfully.
athletic. He's a dog. Respectfully, no knock to these guys, but these guys aren't who people want to watch.
I mean, Stephon Castle. I'll watch you any day. Simple
Yep,
as that.
Stefan's a
Cool.
dog. Don't get it twisted.
Those cool.
But Andre Jackson Jr., like we get it, he's athletic, but
Giannis. I don't know why you thought that shit was tough. Shit was not tough.
it was not tough. Yeah,
It's okay.
dunk
Yeah,
contest was weak in my
No.
opinion. You go into the All-Star weekend, you go into the dunk contest, and you just know Mac McClung is gonna win it because he's Mac McClung. Like he's done it last 2 years. Nobody can do
Last 3
anything
years.
as impressive as him. Stephon Castle put up a good fight, but it's just the stars need to come out. I saw this
Like-
thing where it was talking about how LeBron ruined the dunk contest, and in a
I
way,
blame LeBron for everything.
I mean, I kind of see it though. I'm the biggest
Ouch.
LeBron fan there is, but he did kind of. He was the best player in the league at that time, and he just always refused the dunk contest, which is unfortunate. I feel like if the best player in the league is doing it, other stars are gonna follow and try to take the crown. You know what I'm saying? And
I know what you mean.
him not participating in these events, I feel like it's unfortunate because I think the All-Star game and the All-Star competitions on All-Star Saturday would have been better to watch.
I can agree more.
Yeah, hopefully.
Other than, I mean, listen. I saw somewhere Ant said like he can catch a body, no problem, right? He doesn't know any tricks. Doesn't know how to really do moves with the ball in the air.
I feel
Maybe
like
that's
Prime
LeBron's
Braun
greatest.
had the airtime to figure something out, though.
Yeah, maybe they just gotta practice.
Exactly. Yep.
I don't know
I
how
agree.
it goes.
But yeah, stars need to come out if they want people watching. It's been a snooze
Also-
fest, especially last year. Last year's was bad too, or was it 2
Bro,
years
when that
ago?
when that dude stuffed his arm in the rim, pulled out a 50, it was like, get the fuck out of here.
Dude, that was the worst dunk I've ever seen. Nope,
It's
dude.
not
The
Obi
crowd
Toppin,
went silent. The crowd went straight silent on that dunk.
I think that was Obi Toppin's brother.
Oh, back to the stars need to come out thing. I think Wemby hopefully is the savior because it seems like he actually wants to win some of these games. I feel like if he keeps doing it, if he does something, maybe if he participates in the 3-point contest, other stars are going to want to come out. He is most likely the next in line to be the face of the league. I think it's between him and Luka, especially now that Luka's a Laker. I think it's between them
I
two.
think Giannis is.
Giannis is up there too.
left on
I agree.
position.
I just
I
feel like
think-
Giannis is in a really small market.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
he made Milwaukee a big market.
I still think it's a small market, but he made Milwaukee relevant is what
Maybe
I
for
would say.
players to go play for them.
Yeah.
Small market.
Yeah, I agree.
But
But other than that, All-Star Saturday was, in my opinion, a flop. And a lot of fans are going to agree.
oh yeah. For the dunk contest, I feel like props should not give you extra points. Listen, I know he jumped over a car. Shit was tough. But for all 50s, it's like Throw a
I
49
feel
in
you.
there.
I feel you. I totally get
That's
you.
controversy.
But I think we should move on to the All-Star game.
Mm.
Oh my God, was that disappointing?
I saw somewhere it was like 42 minutes of basketball and like 3 hours of commercials, and it's just
Terrible.
nonsense.
It's terrible. I wanna touch on what Draymond said. I have it right here. I'm not even gonna read this. I'm just gonna know off what he said because I know what he said. He was talking about how it's a shame and it's disappointing that the rising stars should be able to share the floor with the actual all stars.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
agree more, bro. Like I get it. I understand why the NBA is doing it. What? Okay, there we go. I understand why the NBA is doing it. They're trying to figure out new ways to change the All Star game. But I agree with Draymond in the sense that, dude, nobody's coming out here to see Dalton Connect play against Steph and LeBron. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not. They shouldn't be up there. People wait their whole lives to be an all-star. It's a big accomplishment for some of these players. And for some rising stars, people who are 21, 22, just to be able to get up on that stage with the best of the best and compete, I just don't think it's fair. The other thing that I don't think is fair is the fact that it's a tournament. I hated the idea. At first, I was open to it, but when I heard what Draymond said, I had to side with him because it's a game to 40 points. Imagine waiting your whole career. You finally get an All-Star nomination. You want to be an All-Star, and you only get to play to 40 points, and then your
For
All-Star
like
weekend is
6
done.
minutes.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Like that's what, like 20 field goals. Like it's
Yeah.
not. I don't like it. I don't like it. What's your thoughts on that?
I wasn't a fan, but I didn't mind watching the Young Bucks try and give the Unks a run for their money. I like that idea a little bit. But you know what idea I like better? I saw this where they take people who got snubbed, they get to go against like they should be able to have a spot. Maybe they're not all stars, but they get to at least go against them and prove why they should have been all stars or just prove why they weren't. But that's my take on that.
Yeah.
And I thought the Young Bucks played well. Not gonna lie. It was like 35-41, I think the score was. And
It was a good game,
it's like not bad.
but you also got to see that the the guys, the all stars, like if you look at it, they you could tell they weren't taking it too seriously.
No.
Not at all. And I like the idea of having some competition. Obviously, the young guys are gonna have a chip on their shoulders, but I like the All Star snub idea a lot more. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I feel like it would be controversial for a lot of people. I would like to see it, but it would be something that would need a lot of planning.
You know what they need?
What they need,
1v1 tournament.
that would be tight.
Put
I
KD
saw
in there.
Kyrie. I saw Kyrie say he was down to do it.
I think everybody's down to do it.
I don't think everybody's down to do it.
Why wouldn't they be?
Did you see that clip of the that one
Rose.
women's the women's basketball league?
Oh.
They had it wasn't the WNBA, it was another women's basketball league. But it was they had their little all-star weekend thing or something like that. I don't know all the details, but basically one of the WNBA goats took part in that thing, and they had a 1v1 tournament, and she lost 12-0. And like I feel like a lot of people are,
Oh,
a lot of
no. I saw that. I actually did. I didn't see that game, but I did see that little tournament they had going on because what's her chops? Not Stuber, Stewie. I don't know her name. I just know her Stewie because she looks like him, I guess. She lost to the sophomore rookie. She's sophomore rookie out of the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark's teammate. Yeah, should be here. And I think the OGs don't want to get beat by some youngins, even though
Yeah, I feel like a lot
it
of
kind of should be.
the big names, big veteran names, are just not gonna wanna put themselves out there, because you know how it's gonna be, bro. NBA Twitter talks, NBA Instagram talks. You get
Mhm.
beat. Like, imagine LeBron going out there against like Stephon Castle getting 12-0'd, bro. He's never gonna live
That's
that
fine.
down. He's never gonna live that down.
No, it'll affect his legacy, and Stephen A. Smith would go on the next day and just dog him.
Facts. I just wish the All-Star game would be more competitive. I don't know what the fix could be. Like I said, Wemby, hopefully, seems like he was one of the only ones trying out there.
Yeah,
I hope a lot of people follow what he's doing. We need the All-Star game back to what it was.
I just need that East versus West. Just do it. Keep it as is, and just hope that.
That's exactly what I want to talk about too. Because I mentioned what Draymond said, and I agreed with him. But there was some other big name. I think it was Chuck. That said, what did he say? He said something along the lines of, like, everybody's complaining about this new format, but the only reason they made this new format is because everybody was bitching and complaining about the All-Star game in general. I don't blame the NBA for trying to change something.
Mhm.
I don't blame it, even though it didn't go well. I don't blame the NBA for trying something because everybody was complaining. But I also don't blame the fans for being disappointed because it just wasn't good. It just wasn't a good All-Star weekend. I think it's got to be one of the worst All-Star weekends ever. There was like zero hype around it. I just wasn't a fan.
I was excited for it just because it was in the Bay.
Oh yeah, I mean, but you're a Warriors fan. I feel like as someone, like, imagine you're a
If it was
Hornets
in
fan.
Cleveland, like 22, were you excited for it?
I was pretty excited for it. I was pretty excited for 22.
That was a good game. Steph dropped 16 threes.
Wasn't he the MVP that year too?
He was.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right in the ring.
At home.
Yep.
He was born there. Ohioan.